is a real quick video on how to take off this front tire assembly. Show y'all how to do that now. So first, these two tabs gotta come off. There's one on this side, one on the opposite side. Right inside there's like a little groove with some. There you go. Into the other side. Right in there on that corner, you'll see like a little groove. Right there, you just put your screwdriver in there and just turn it, come right out. See, on this side, you have two little screws. You have this one, and you got this big deal. Versus this side, you only have this one. I'm gonna tell you what that is now. This Bird 3 scooter has front and back braking. It just happened that the brake lever is on the left side, so that's where the brake pad is at. Take these off. Get a set of these for like, can't remember how cheap it was. And then on this one, you're gonna take the same size, which is gonna be the 5/16. So like I said, man, both of these together come in a pair. It was, can't remember how much it was, but it wasn't much at all. Got this one going sideways. Basically what I'm gonna do is start to loosen it up. Let me show y'all what it's doing while I'm turning. I'm turning this one, and this one's moving by itself, so that being said, you want to hold the left side with some pressure, and then bam, just break it loose. So that's how that comes out. Pull this out and focus on this, because this is the side with the two bolts. So to get this top bolt loose, what you're gonna need is, can you see that? 732. There you go. There's that. This deal, you can push that out. See the other end of that bolt, you just push it in, and it'll come right out. There you go. Your tire's loose. Now what you want to do is take off that screw right there that's holding this brake. This screw right here is what's holding this T30 security bit. It's got the center hole in it. Now it doesn't have to come off all the way, you just got to loosen it up. There you go, right there. Make sure you put this back on the same way you take it off. There's a small hole right there that's gotta go in just the way you see it in this video. So make sure you look at that before you take this tire off. Got the tire off. That's what that looks like. Y'all make sure when y'all put that on, this is on the left side. Also, this comes in and out, so it's nothing to worry about. Doesn't matter how it goes back on. I have too much space in here to show y'all, but like what I can of it. Right in here, you can see the bolt. There's a bolt, this big old deal right here. It's gotta come out, it's gotta come loose. But on the outside, you see them little grooves. Those gotta be flattened in order for you to get the socket around this deal. Push those flat. A 5/8 socket, 16 millimeter. Okay, there you go. As that comes loose, zoom out. You see that spring there? So that spring's gotta come loose. There you go, just like that. This assembly right here should all be good. You know, just come out just like that. And so that's what that looks like. Tire off the bottom, got my cables loose, got my screws out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pick this up, wiggling it back and forth, and you'll see it open up right here. It'll open up as a gap and it'll eventually fall down. I'm gonna show you how I do that now. See, there it goes, you can hear it. Just like that. Little center spacer right there. Y'all want to make sure that doesn't come loose, because that fits into this deal right here and it holds your scooter aligned, you know what I mean? So that's what that looks like. Reverse the process and put it back together. See how that's done. Like I said, y'all want to make sure that little center slot goes over that spacer, or else your scooter's not gonna sit right. You'll hear it hit the base. There you go. Your gap is closed. So now we're gonna work on the bottom again. This tire back on. Make sure this cable goes into this. See if you can see it. It's important that you put this back, man. If not, your cable can you know, eventually wear and tear and break on you after time. So that goes in there just like that. Put that back in here. These two side deals come to sit inside there. There's two little side deals. You don't want them coming up here, sitting on the side or anything, or else your tire's not gonna sit right. So I got the water flap on, got this deal on. I'm gonna put this tire back on. Now you wanna make sure these two holes line up. Okay, so I got that in there. Put your brake cable back into a slot. Let me show y'all. Bam, right there. Now that I got my brakes set with a pair of pliers, I'm using these deals here simply because I can't find my pliers. I misplaced them. So you want to tie that up. That's that. This is to this side here. Tabs, put those back on. This is going to my left side. Obviously that's the wrong way. If it doesn't snap in right away, then you got it in backwards, believe it or not. Same thing with this side. Put that in and just snap it. That one too is in backwards, so you just redo it, snap it, and it sits flush just like that. Put my little cable back on. Okay, I just want to point something out really quick. If your front brake is loose, you want to grab this and tighten this up. Okay, don't tighten it up right there where it's at. You can move it up. You can move it down, up right here, be about halfway. Pick your tire up, give it a spin. That brake down. That's it. Let's work on taking this back tire off by taking these two screws out. This one. You need to take those off. Is a R25 security Torx. That's what that looks like. This looks like before, you know, even taking the battery out or anything like that. This cable right here goes to the back light. Taking out is these two screws and these two screws right here. I'm gonna take these two bolts off and these two bolts off, and this tire here should loosen up. So that plate came out. Now this plate will just come right out. Alright, so from there your tire should just pull out. You can just snap this off. There's an arrow pointing down, and that arrow's got to line up with this arrow. Just like that. That's when putting it back together. Your tire back on, you just got to reverse the process. Very simple. Make sure these little plates are those are all the way in like that. If it's not in, it's not gonna sit right. That's what your plates gotta sit like, man. They gotta be flushed. Just in case you're having a hard time putting your back wheel on, man, that's keep in mind. Then you have your little weights that go over your deals. Let's put those back on. You can put your little shroud back on. So you want to go under first, and then down. You want to make sure these tabs go, you know, on this end of this plate. Same thing with this end. And then you want to push this down. That way you can get your hose to align. There you go, right there. CR25, put it in your socket and caliper right here. This is what controls this whole braking mechanism in the back. This is the brake disc. Right here is the brake pads. Got one on the left side, one on the right side. The brake disc sits between the brake pads, and if you're giving a brake, the brake pads compresses this and will come to a stop. But yeah, man, you can adjust this as well by using a, let me see, I think it's a T30. You know what I mean? Perfect fit. So that's one here, and then two on the inside. If you want to get rid of this whole assembly, let's say you want to change it out for some reason, you get these two screws and them two screws off, pull it up like this. It's a brake disc and it'll come right out. And that's it, man.